What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Oh wow, we have not done these guys in a long time. We're coming back to IDLES, yes indeed. IDLES fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bibbity bob, do me a favor. Before you do all those clicks and likes, make sure you watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This is a request from Connor J. Finlayson, and Connor wanted to see me react to this song by IDLES called Never Fight a Man with a Perm. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait, are you serious? This is that song? I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by BBC Music, okay? And the video has 1.2 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. IDLES, Never Fight a Man with a Perm. Hyundai Mercury Prize 2019. Okay. I'm going to do everything I can to avoid blocking here. BBC is notorious for blocking. So I'm obviously going to have to pause a few times to do everything I can to avoid it. But even then, there's no guarantees. So I'll do what I can, but no promises, okay? I'll do what I can. I'll do my best. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Congratulations, everyone. Brooklyn, creatine, and a bag of Charlie St. Brooklyn, creatine, and a bag of cocaine. A dulcet mind with a dulcet tone from a dulcet town and a dulcet home. He hates it. I like that. He wants like big baseball bats. I buy, he buys back. A jaw like a fuck off better. He said these boots are made for stomping, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gone.
Nice. Bass and kick.
Nicotine, can't quit it. Two's up, two's down. I said I got a pawn chance for smokes and kicking douches in the mouth.
I like the breakdown here with just going to bass and kick. It's nice. It's effective. It's really cool. The stage energy is amazing. Like their stage presence, their movement, their emotion, the stage interaction, everything I'm seeing on stage from them is outstanding. The song itself is pretty simplistic. I mean, it's not anything all that complex, but I mean, it sounds good. It sounds really good. And like I said, right now with that breakdown with just the bass and the kick drum, sounds really effective. It's doing the job. Let's keep going here.
Sadly for you, my last cigarette. Together, concrete together, concrete together, concrete.
Let the triplets pop up.
Plastic Sinatra, ain't try hard, you should have tried harder. Me oh my word, you look like a walking thyroid. You're not a man, you're a gland, you're one big necklace sausage hand. You are a top tile, even your haircut's fire. You look like you're from Love Island, he stood the note.
Going into the crowd thing. Okay, look, you gotta look at the situation, okay? So, I mean, they're at an award show of some kind. The Hyundai Mercury Prize 2019. So this is some sort of an award show. I see a podium over here where they're doing the presentations probably. I mean, you see a whole bunch of tables and chairs, and it's a sit-down event, but right now everybody's standing because, you know, they're digging the song. Something like this, you're probably not going to have too many security concerns. You know, you got a very select crowd in there. So, leaving the stage, going into the crowd, playing in the crowd, really not that big of a deal. No worries about, you know, getting jumped or getting attacked or anything like that. So, I get it, you know, and why not? Listen, if you have the ability to do it and you want to do it, then do it. As long as you're going to do it safely, yeah, absolutely, go for it. Now, if this were a live show, you know, like at a concert, like at a festival, for example, you know, be a little more careful, obviously. Because listen, you don't know what people's intentions are. I'm not saying live in fear. I'm just saying be smart and make good life choices. That's all I'm saying. It was fun to see that. Fun to see both guitar players going into the crowd. There's some great crowd interaction there. So let's go down the checklist. Showmanship, check. Stage presence, check. Stage energy, check. Stage interaction, check. Crowd interaction, check. All 5 things I look for in a live performance. It's all happened. So yeah, from a live performance standpoint, they're killing it. They're absolutely killing it. The song, if I'm being honest, it's good. It's not terrible, and I'm not sitting here wincing, but at the same time, I don't know if I would go as far as to say it's amazing. I wouldn't go that far. Or I don't even know if I would go as far as to say it's great. I'll say it's really good. I will say the song is really good. Nothing that's blowing my mind, nothing that's sitting here making me go, oh my God, that's one of the most amazing things I've ever heard. No. Nothing like that, but I mean, it's solid. It's really good. So I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna have to see how this is gonna go. I'm gonna have to take everything into account, obviously, but right now I will go on record as saying live show, a live performance from them is far exceeding the song itself. So anyway, let's keep going here.
A man with a pie.
BBC Studios. Oh yeah. There's a lot to take into account, but at the same time, there really isn't, because it all boils down to two major points. And those two major points are going to be what decides the score that this is going to get. Let me think about it. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was IDLES with Never Fight a Man with a Perm. This was a request from Connor J. Finlayson, or Finlayson. There we go. Finlayson. Okay. I have a score here, and I debated for quite a while on this score. There were a lot of factors to take into account here with this, but really, all of those factors boiled down into two things. It really came down to two very important things. And I will discuss those two things after I give my score. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give that an 8.0. Yep, 8.0. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay. I don't know if you're going to need a calculator. You might. It depends on how good your math skills are. The two factors that I had to take into account. Now, look, let's be honest here. There were many more factors, okay? But really, all of those factors really came down to two things. Two things. Two completely separate things. You have the two things here. You have the song, you have the live performance, okay? Let's talk about the song first. Now, the song, if I'm being honest, it was actually really good. It was not bad. It was not terrible. It was not horrible. It was not even okay or even pretty good. Believe it or not, the song was really good. It was simple, okay? It was a simple song. There was nothing all that complex about it. But as I have always said on this channel, simple can be effective when it's done properly. And this was done properly if you really think about it. A very simple cadence, a very simple chordal structure, nothing all that complex, nothing mind-blowing from a theory standpoint or from a counting standpoint. I will say, there was that one part, it happened twice during the course of the song, where we were in 4, and you know 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you went into this triple field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But that's all that is subdividing. I mean, it's nothing all that complex. You're not actually changing time signature. You're not changing tempo. You're not changing anything other than feel from going from a straight 4 to a triplet feel. That's all it is. It's really simple, but it's effective. I will absolutely give it that. I also like the part where you had the breakdown where it went to kick and bass and everybody else kind of laid out. And that was cool. It was very effective for the song given what was happening elsewhere within the song, in particular with the vocals. Really kind of given the spotlight to shine on the vocals for that part without the distraction of the guitar happening. Not that I'm saying that the guitar was a distraction to the rest of the song. I'm just saying at that point in time, the vocals were spotlighted, and I have a feeling they were supposed to be. So, smart songwriting, gotta give it to it, okay? So, if I'm being honest here, did I really enjoy the song? Not so much. It really wasn't my cup of tea, but I will acknowledge that it is a really good song. I would give the song about a 7.2, if I'm being honest with you. It was really good, okay? I will give it its due. So if I'm giving the song a 7.2, then how in the world am I giving up with a score of 8.0? It's very simple. Can we talk about that live show? The amount of energy and the amount of attitude that was being displayed on stage during that song was incredible. And there's a couple of things that factored into this. Number one, they covered all 5 bases. Well, 5 out of the 6, okay? There are 6 things I take into account when I'm talking about live show, and they nailed 5 of them. The other part, I don't think they really had any say in because it was a award show. It's a televised, produced award show. So I don't think they had any say in regards to the 6th thing. But let's go down to 6, okay? Stage energy, definitely check. Stage presence, definitely check. Stage interaction, definitely check. Crowd interaction, oh yeah, definitely check. Showmanship, definitely check. So those 5 things, they nailed out of the park. Now, the 6th thing, production. This is an award show being put on at a, fancy gala event or whatever. So, suits and ties and designer dresses and stuff like that, red carpet event and all that nonsense. And I say nonsense because I've never been a fan of those things ever. I've never liked award shows ever. I honestly, I never will. But they did the best they could with what they were given. They had no say in their production. I'm sure if this was their show, we'd be talking about maybe even a higher score because I think production would have come into play with, proper lighting and proper effects and maybe some cryo or some smoke or something like that. I don't know, but I'm sure they would have had a lot more say in what happened on stage from a production standpoint. Unfortunately, they had no say. They showed up, they were told to show up, they were told to play, and they did. Now, one of the reasons I'm giving them such a high score when it comes to the live show is this, and this is a sign of just how effective they are on stage. You had the people up at the front who were definitely there for the band, and you knew who they were. Why? Because they were standing, they were dancing, they were grooving, they were having fun, right? You had that first row to a row and a half of people that were there in the front and center, and they were just having the time of their lives during the time that the band was playing. Did you all see what was going on with the rest of the crowd? They were all sitting at their tables. Now, I couldn't see their faces, so I don't know why they were sitting, but my guess is it was one of 2 reasons. One, they were just appalled at what they were saying. This is disgraceful. This is an upscale highbrow event, and these hooligans are up on stage. They're acting like animals, and they're yelling, and they're running around playing their loud music, and this is highly inappropriate. They could be doing that. They very well could be. Or, and more than likely what was happening with them, the people were sitting at the tables like this.
Oh my God!
They were probably in shock. Like, what is happening? What is reality? What is going on here? That's more than likely what was happening, is they didn't know how to act. So they just literally sat there motionless, completely still, maybe even to some extent out of fear. Like they were scared for their lives and what's going to happen next. You know, and here's the thing. When you're putting on a live show and you get that kind of a response, you're doing something right. You are, man, because you're rattling the cage, you are shaking the bars, you are bucking the system. And listen, I respect that. I absolutely respect that. When you can walk into a straight tie, straight laced event like this and bring, I would say, 70% of the crowd to a utter and complete standstill. They're not running for the door, but at the same time, they're not moving either because they don't know what to do. That's awesome. That's fantastic. That's great, man. I dug seeing that. Believe it or not, I did enjoy seeing that. I think part of the reason I enjoyed it is because there's this little sick side of me that hates and despises award shows like this. And to see a band like this really kind of come on stage, dominate the stage, and kind of put everybody in an uncomfortable situation like that, I love it. I am absolutely all in favor of it. So, yeah, man, I love the live show. I would give the live show an 8.7. I dug it. I absolutely dug the live show. Now, here's where the calculators have to come into play. You take the 8.7 for the live show, you add to the 7.2 I'm giving it for the song, you come up with a score of 15.9, right? Now you divide that by 2, and what do you get? You get 7.95. Well, what are you supposed to do when you have a 100? I don't do hundreds, okay? I do tenths. So what are you supposed to do? You round up when you get to 5, right? When you have a 5, you're supposed to round up. So I round up. So instead of a 7.95, we get what? We get an 8.0. That's how I came to the score. Like it or not, that's what I have for you. So I feel good with that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So 8.0, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.